Hey guys, J0, how you doing? I hope all is well in YouTube land, whatever part of the world that you are in. All right, over the next few days, I'm going to be setting a small trap line to target coyotes, which we have moving into this area in good numbers. And before I start that series of trapping videos, I want to talk a little bit about why trapping is necessary sometimes, because there's a lot of folks in the world who are very adamantly against trapping, and are going to give me a lot of grief, I'm sure, about setting traps to catch animals. Where I live in southern Ohio, I live in Lawrence County in southern Ohio in the hills. There are no natural predators for coyotes where I live. That means that a couple of coyotes move into the area, and then before long you have 10 coyotes, and then before long you have 40 coyotes, and then before long you have 80 coyotes. And when they are a big time predator where I live, and they will not only get after all of the animals that we have here on our little homestead, but they will also get after the rest of the animals that live in the area that we, I guess, hillbillies, hill folk, depend on as part of our food supply. The deer, the turkeys, the rabbits, and so on. And they will really do serious damage to those populations of other wild animals, because once they start getting out of control, then they will just decimate the deer herds, the turkey flocks and stuff like that. And we have to control them. So by controlling the number of coyotes in the area, we are also helping to manage our deer herds and our turkey flocks. We're very careful when we hunt not to take animals who are in their prime breeding age. If we notice that there's a certain doe that has twins consistently every year, we'll try to leave her in the herd. It's all a part of managing what nature provides. And since there's no other way to manage a coyote because there's no other predator out there, we have to control those numbers as well. We do sit and we'll try to call coyotes and we'll try to hunt coyotes, but coyotes are really skittish, and they don't call them wily for no reason. They're pretty difficult to hunt, especially in these hills. They're difficult to hunt. So the best way for us to get these animals and to control them and to take them out of the woods to where they're not doing any damage to our numbers, is to trap them. When we set a trap, you can only hunt for a certain amount of time. You can sit out there and hunt all day long, but eventually you're going to run out of daylight, and you're just not going to be able to do it consistently. And plus, we have a job or other things that you got to be doing. There's only a certain amount of time that that a dude can sit out in the woods and hunt. A trap set would work 24 hours a day. So, and the modern traps that are designed, this here is a leg hold trap. It's a number 2 Duke, and it's designed to catch the leg in between these two jaws, and then as the coyote tries to pull its leg out, then the pad on the bottom of the foot will get stuck, and it can't pull past the pad. They're not designed to do permanent damage. They're not designed to kill or anything like that. They'll have a bruise on their foot, and they'll be in a little bit of stress, but it's not going to do any permanent damage to the animal. So if I catch a non-target animal, say this time of year, I catch a little coon or a little possum, or for some reason I catch even my dog Mabel, I'll be able to release them from this trap without having any permanent damage done to them, because of the way that it's designed. It's designed just to catch, not to let their foot slide past those jaws because it's hooked on the pad. It doesn't do any damage. There are traps that are designed to kill the animal, like the body hold traps, the conibears, but we set these very carefully. And the ones that I use are the small 110s that I only set for squirrels, because I like to eat squirrels. And again, you can only hunt a certain amount of time. Traps are working on 24/7. They're working. So it's necessary sometimes for us to control the population of predators in an area, because there's no other way that those numbers are going to get knocked down unless we do it. So I have called and talked with the Ohio Department of Natural Resources. I've talked and called with our wildlife officer for Lawrence County. They were very helpful, and they also told me the rules and the regulations. Right now, they do realize and they recognize that there is a coyote problem in this area, and the coyotes are getting outnumbered. And they told me, by all means, any way that you can thin out the pack of coyotes that's in that area, feel free, whether it be set a trap line or hunting them or whatever that means may wind up being. So we've hunted a few times unsuccessfully. So now it's time to go to the next step and start setting some traps to try to get this pack of coyotes. Hopefully my hog pork chop is going to be having piglets here in the next few months, and coyotes can dig underneath the fence and get into the barnyard and take all of them piglets out. They can, when the doe deer start having their fawns, they can kill all the fawns. So it's just time for us to do something here on the creek about these few packs of coyotes that we got up and down the creek. So anyway, I wanted just to make a video before I started explaining why I'm going to be preparing these traps and setting these traps, and I'm targeting specifically coyotes here where we live, and any non-target animals will turn them loose because it's easily done with a leg hold trap. And if that happens, I'll make a video about how I turn them loose, and of course I'll make a video about any coyotes that we catch. So the first video that I'll be making will be about trap preparation. These were brand new traps, and how you go about getting them ready to put out on the line. Okay guys, I just want to get that out of the way. So next couple of videos will be trapping related and so on and so forth, but I wanted to give everybody my reason and why it is necessary to set traps to thin out this pack of coyotes. So, all right guys, have a great day. God bless. In the end. Buzz, the end.